Hello everybody, Astocky here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of the complete Yogscast pack. Off camera after the last episode, I just put a really simple little kind of triangular roof on this building. Just basically filled it in. It's triangles, full blocks in the center and full blocks across the roof. And just finished off the roof that I was putting on over here and put in lots of light as well. So it's slabs across the center, but just double slabs at the end so that the torches sit on. So I harvested a heap of wooden stuff and it's all in here at the moment. So I've now got the farmer who runs the farm living in the oak house. I've got the person living in the birch house being the lumberjack, and I got the person in the rubber house being the tool maker. So all things considered, not too bad. There is in fact a tool that I haven't made yet that I wanted to make, but I'm going to need to go to the lumber dude first and see. No, he hasn't yet. He hasn't made any sticks, so we'll get him to make some sticks in his stick table. Now the tool that we are looking for is a hammer. But it's a very specific hammer, not a carpenter's hammer or a McCrayfish hammer or a blacksmith hammer or a statue's hammer or a barrel hammer of any kind. It is an ex nihilo hammer. At mod.oops.x so many things. Okay, let's type in barrel then and see how it is spelt. It is ex space ni. So at mod.ex space ni. Here we go. Stone hammer. That is the recipe: 2 sticks and 2 cobble. So we will come to a tool maker and he can make me a stone hammer. You might say, what do you want a stone hammer for? Well, probably not the best reason, but the first reason is, boom, gravel. Next thing you can do, boom, sand. And then finally, boom, dust. So we got gravel, sand. I'm just going to make one of each. Why? Not totally sure. No, I didn't really think through exactly the reason why I was doing it. But I know dust can be used to make clay, and when I make a potters later, that's going to be a really useful thing. But yeah, what I want for now, what I want to make now is a stonemason. So I'm thinking it's going to be this little spot near the water here. I'm going to have a water wheel. I'm going to save that for the baker. So probably a piece of dirt missing, hey? It's a cool sound. Something coming from over that way. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for somewhere just about here. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be the last building I actually make out of like wood. Actually, in fact, I might not even do that. Yeah, now where did I put my rubber? Because I believe I can burn rubber and it burns fairly well, and I have lots of it. Just every now and then come through and harvest some pumpkins up. There we go, 50 units of rubber. Now I don't know exactly how much this is going to cook, but it's probably going to be a fairly cool thing to actually have it laid out. Now where am I going to put it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably just about there. Okay. Burns incredibly well. Much better than I would actually like it to burn. So let's find something a little less flammable and use that instead. So, hey Mr. Lumberjack, can you please go over here and take out this giant tree because I hate them so bad? He's like, yeah, not a problem, man. This is actually part of the reason why I did keep that wooden lumber axe. My intention is not to use it if I can avoid it, but there are bound to be circumstances just like this where I hate these trees so bad that I just want to kill them. Another apple. Because he's not doing anything with it except burning it. Perfectly happy to just kind of say that he cut it up over here with his own 2 axe. And he's going to make some smooth stone. And I'm going to go for smooth stone corners, I think. But let's head down to the little underground quarry here. Take a little bit more out. Definitely got to take all this coal out while I'm here. So obviously burning planks is for chumps. And there is a lot of coal here. A real lot of coal. But we're not here for coal. Here for stone. So I'm thinking a mix of smooth stone and regular stone, and then I'm thinking that I'm going to tend, once I have my stonemason and can make some more complicated things with stone, that I'll probably tend towards like stone bricks and things. I might even make the roof of the stonemasons out of stone brick stairs. I'm not sure what you actually get when you make a stair out of smooth stone. Use. There's bound to be a few things here. Shaped crafting. 71 pages of things, hey? A tap. Oops. Let's try typing that in and see what we get. Concrete stairs, we got stone brick stairs, cobblestone stairs. Doesn't look like we have any kind of smooth stone stairs. So it looks like stone brick stairs it's going to have to be. Give myself just a little bit more coal just to be nice. Kind of at that point where I'm pretty much able to use it now. There's my 12, let's throw that in. Couple of those. The sun is just setting, so better be careful about this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. See, just like a perfect setup. So that is going to be the stonemasons, and he's going to be the guy who shapes stone and chisels stone and does stuff with stone. In fact, the actual chisel mod chisel requires a piece of iron, so I can't make that. But I'm sure I can make a stone chisel using a blank pattern. So let's test that out and let's see what that chisel can do. I'm sure it can make cool things. I don't remember what they were though. So we're going to need... Actually, I'm going to need more than that. So let's come over here, make planks into sticks. Get in there. Now, did I already make a chisel pattern? I did. Okay, easy. So put a chisel in. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that. So let's build ourselves a chisel. Got a stone chisel and a stick. It says so you can stick it in a crafting table and shape items. Let's try. We stick it in here. See if this has any luck. No. Okay, so that clearly wasn't working for me. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. Once again, just grabbing a couple more planks, because we're going to need a crafting table. Look at that beautiful farm. So yeah, we've got this one here in full wheat rotation, this one here in the second of the 3 fields, and the one at the end laying fallow, not producing anything. Ideally this should be some like long grass and stuff that I kind of hoe back into it, but if I hoe it, it'll never turn back into normal grass. So let's check the smooth stone with the chisel and see what this does. Ah, sweet. And if I make a stone brick, ooh, we can make it into a stone road, and then that to a fancy stone brick. That's neat. I like that. In fact, oh no, actually, you're going to be the door. So you I can put back as dirt. I like the look of that stone road block. So now let's do a couple more of them then. 9. Beautiful. Now this is kind of what I'm thinking, running cobblestone all around the, smooth stone all around the floor, and then from there up going cobblestone. But that means just need to stick that over in that corner a bit. Yeah, I like where this is going. Obviously that still does work. Man, you get way less stone brick stairs when you do it like that. But I'm thinking about making this a bit like the lumberjack area now, having it as kind of an open air building. So still sticking a roof on. See, that looks like it's going to work for me, I think. Obviously I'm going to need to cook up quite a lot more. In fact, I'm going to throw a second furnace down, and one of them can be a charcoal furnace. The other one can continue to cook stone. So yeah, I'm going to now proceed to mine up a whole lot more cobblestone, and I will come back once I've got, I don't know, about a stack or so. So see you soon. Okay guys, it's morning and I'm now back, and I've ended up being a bit of an overachiever because I have 2 and a bit stacks of cobble. So I'm going to start by heading in here and repairing my trusty tool. Much better. I'm going to leave those in there. It's not a big deal for me. Now, I thought I would recap what I've been doing with the mine. I hadn't been doing it properly previously, but I am now. Basically, you can see every 10 blocks of my 3x3, I'm throwing up a wooden support of 2 fence posts and the 3 pillars across the top, just like the underground mine shaft. So I'm going to keep throwing those up every 10 blocks. And yeah, I'm just kind of mining in around here at the moment. I'm going to grab a bunch more of this coal. Unfortunately, it takes forever to mine with these stone tools. Forgotten just how slow it was. Kind of boring. But things being what they are, sometimes boring is acceptable. Not typically though. I don't like to do too much mining on camera. I hate it when, I think I've probably said this before, so I won't bitch about it too much, but I hate it when people go, oh, I'm just gonna, just do a little tiny bit of mining off camera, and they come back with a billion squillion diamonds. I don't, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I try not to be like that too much. So we'll throw a stack of cobble in there. 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of charcoal in. Throw our last one in there, cook up some more planks. Some more charcoal. So yeah, charcoal furnace, wood furnace. This is going to take me quite a long time to cook up enough smooth stone to make smooth stone stairs. But anyway, I've got the mason's house now, and so now I can start building, instead of these little dodgy single story jobs. I wish I had have gone that way and attached the framework that way instead of just kind of going up and then not having any logs across it. I definitely prefer the other kind of look. But it's a much smaller house with much smaller span, so you don't really need the logs to support it. So the next house, now that I have the ability to use and make stone, I'm going to try and see if I can do a little 2-story jobby, with the bottom floor being a combination of like stone bricks and cobblestone, and the top floor being just some wood. And that's going to be probably the house that I will build next, which will be probably for the carpenter, because I think that's the next thing that I'm going to want. And I've got plenty of food, so the mill isn't, and the mill and the baker aren't particularly high priorities. And the stone crafter, it'd be useful, but just not right now. So we've got 13. 12 smooth stone bricks is probably just not going to be enough, I don't think. But let's just kind of plank this up for now and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not a big roof, so it shouldn't be exceptionally difficult. So I need another 5, 10, 15, 20. I need another 20 of them. And axe. So yeah, another 20 is quite a lot actually. So it's another 5 lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 5 lots of 6 stone brick. Yeah, that is quite a lot. That is going to take some time. Thankfully I got a heap of it cooking up. And it takes as long as it takes. So we'll see how that goes. I need 1, 2 just to attach them. 3, 4. Can chisel the heck out of that. At least we're getting somewhere then. So there we have 10. Certainly still not the amount I'm looking for. I'm going to keep falling down too, aren't I? I had this exact issue when I was making the the lumberjack place. Just jumping I found to be a little too challenging. Now, seeing as I'm not actually going much, is that a high enough roof as it is? Yeah, I'm thinking that could work for me. It's kind of a bit of a dodgy cop-out, but I'm gonna have to see what it looks like. Because maybe, just maybe we'll get a little bit lucky here and be able to pull something off that still looks pretty decent. So we want one there. How? Oh no. So that was not what I wanted. So if I hang that over that way, and then hang that over that way, I'm thinking that might look alright if I just throw up some smooth stone slabs in the center. That should take quite a fair bit less of my resources, and I think it should look okay. It's a very utilitarian sort of roof. I have decided That is not sufficiently what I was looking for. So it's going to need a bit of braking here. But I think I've worked out what I want instead. So chisel me some stone bricks, and then stone brick slabs. I think this is going to look much better. Yeah, that just has a much nicer color to it. And I think it's going to match up nicely with that little bit of lighter color in the center to kind of offset yeah, there's a bit of a strip in there. Just makes the center of the block look a little bit more interesting. And again, we'll throw some torches up. Really torch up the inside of this building. But I mean, there's going to be lots of fire and stuff inside this building, so you don't want it to be, well, you certainly don't want it to be wood. And there's going to be lots of chipping and hacking at stone as well. You know, cooking, firing, chipping, hacking. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So we've now got, what's that? A farm, a lumber, toolmaker, stone mason, and we've got 4 houses. So that means the next building I build is going to be a house again. I'm going to build the first one on camera, just simply because I don't yet know how it's going to look, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to turn out. And until I know those kind of things, I'd really like to, well, I guess my preference until I know how things are going to turn out would be to do some of it on camera, so you guys can at least see and be with me when I go, ew, that looks nothing like I expected. So cook up that chicken. I was excellent. Can't eat the chicken yet because I'm not hungry, but while I'm out here I may as well harvest up my wheat. And then, I don't actually know how long I've been going for. Now this is the reason in medieval times they did go for big long runs of their fields wherever possible, because plows were difficult things to turn around, and also scythes and other things that they used for harvesting were quite dangerous when they were swung around if you didn't know exactly where you were going. So they tried to do everything in really long straight runs to minimize the chances of, well, needing to turn around or accidentally hurting someone. So these are all useful things that people did. And for those of you who I guess don't know about the whole like 3-field crop rotation system, it's basically if you kept doing what you do in Minecraft, which is farming the same plot of land constantly, you basically just take all the nutrients out of the soil and you wouldn't be able to grow anything at all. So what they did was they would grow wheat and then they would grow something else. In this case I'm growing barley. Mainly doing this for the experience too, not for the actual kills of them. But yeah, you would typically have something like oats or barley in the second season that you would grow on it. You're a Coven Witch as well. And that's because it used a slightly different set of nutrients than wheat did. And so you're kind of maximizing what you get out of the soil. People would also use, beans and legumes and potatoes and things like that, or peanuts. depends on the area. Peanuts are a lot less common. I just kind of threw that one in there because it sounded like it'd fit. And then the third thing would be to have them fallow. So you would have it just kind of grow some grass, and then they would walk through every now and then and sort of till the earth over with a hoe and kind of dig it back in on itself, so that all the stuff that was left, the bits of husk and things from these would get back in there. And they would also let the animals onto the field, and the animals would eat the sort of leaf litter and matter and stuff that was there, and then they would poo. And obviously that poo was manure and fertilizer and was quite good for the grass. So all these kinds of good things. Clearly I don't have the ability to get animals to poo on things, and even if I did, I'm not sure I'd want to do it on camera. You guys get to all just stand there and die now, so I can go to sleep. Much better. Finally, some quiet time. So yeah, so that's kind of why things are what they are. Once again, I hope you guys are really enjoying the series. I'm thinking this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but I'm kind of at a natural pause point here before I get started on making the next building. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, Astocky out.